So that's your starting lineups. As we had a late scratch, Mabel Kiko hurt in warm-ups, and freshman Ella Tillett getting the start for the Leopards. So that's Courtney Barwick, senior, number 2. Reagan Berry, number 3, senior. Ella Tillett, freshman, number 21, and Karis Miglich, sophomore, number 14. For the Austintown Fitch Falcons, you've got junior Amaya Harris, number 14, senior Samantha Severn. She's their leading scorer. Number 22, Kaylin Bauer. Number 33, Rachel Spalding, a senior. And number 44, Juliana Farmer. So here we go. Looks like it's going to be Spalding and Tillett to tip it off here. Interesting setup here. They've got us down at the scorers table, so we love that. So we're here at press row. Gotta love it. Filling in for our friends over here at YSN East. Leading scorers for the Leopards, Courtney Barwick, averaging almost 17 points a game. For the Falcons, it's Rachel Spalding, showing 12.6 via Max Preps. As we've got a delay here, not sure why. They keep looking behind me, but I'm not sure what that's all about. Not sure if there's a projector or something. Again, we've got the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Lady Leopards of Louisville. Coming into the battle, the Leopards are 4-9, the Falcons 6-8. Lady Leopards trying to get back on the winning side of things after losing their last 3. They actually lost the other night to Crestwood in a battle by 2 points at the final. So here we go. Tipped off, and the Leopards are going to get the tip. Barwick coming up the backcourt. She's going to bring it across the timeline. Coming to the left side. Swings it to Beery. Over to Miglich. Miglich kicking it over to Baker. Into the corner to Barwick. Back to Baker. Back to Barwick in the corner. Dumps it inside to Tillett. And no call. They're going to say last touched by Fitch. So the Lady Leopards will inbound. So Barwick looking. Gets it into Baker. She's going to pull for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded and picked up by the Falcons. Here comes Severn. Coming up the left side off to Spalding. Spalding going to kick it off to the right side. Pulls for 3. Off the rim. No good. And out of bounds. Last touch by the Falcons. So the Leopards coming back the other way. 7:20 first quarter. Beery to inbound off to Barwick. Barwick will walk up the backcourt. Leopards spreading the floor over to Baker, right wing. Gets it to Miglich, swings it to Barwick, left wing. She's going to dribble, brings it to the top of the circle, swings it over to Baker. Baker back to Barwick. Barwick into the corner to Miglich. Leopards swinging it around the circle. Back to Barwick. Into the left side to Tillett. Leopards, Baker for 3, front rim, no good. Severn with the rebound. She's going to come the other way, pushing the action. She's going to pull it up, Kicks it back out. That's Harris. Gonna lose it. Picked up by Tillett. Tillett gets it over to Barwick. Here come the Leopards. Barwick swings to the right side. Nothing there. Gives it off to Baker. Back to Barwick. Swings it around the front to Miglich. Back up top of the circle to Barwick. Over to the right side. Back to Barwick. Top of the circle. Back to Baker. Over to Miglich, left side. Leopards really moving this ball around, looking for an open shot. Nice defense by the Falcons. Into Beery, back to Miglich. Miglich swings left side. There's Baker, nothing doing. Tillett with the rebound, back out to Miglich. She'll pull for three. Can't get it to fall, rebounded by Beery. Beery gonna put it on the floor, looking for some help. Miglich over to Barwick. Barwick gonna take it, drives to the hoop, shot up, can't get it to fall. Rebounded, tipped around, and it's going to be out of, saved by the Leopards. Off to Berry, back to Barwick. Barwick in the corner to Miglich. Miglich, cross court to Baker. Lady Leopards really looking for an opening here. Miglich up top of the circle into Baker to Beery, back to Miglich for three. Bang! 3-ball Leopards. 3-0 Leopards, 5-16. Harris gonna bring it up the backcourt. Leopards pick him up at half court. Harris off to Spalding. Spalding over to Severn. Severn looking. She's gonna dribble, comes to the right side, thought about it. Nothing doing, off to Spalding. She's gonna turn, she's gonna drive down the lane, kicks it out to the corner. Shot for two is good. 3-2 Leopards, 4:48, first quarter. Here comes Barwick. Fitch come out in a full court press off the Berry, up the floor to Baker. Taking it, dishes it out to Miglich. Miglich, nothing there. Up top to Berry, back to Barwick. They'll reset the offense. Barwick swinging it around. She's gonna bring it up top, looking. Over to Baker, left side. Up top to Beery. Beery, gotta get it knocked away, gets it back. Off to Tillett. Tillett in the corner to Barwick. Barwick, she's gonna dribble, kicks it cross court to Baker, in the corner to Miglich, inside to Tillett, and she's gonna be fouled. And with 4:07, Leopards gonna inbound on the baseline. Checking into the ball game is Azalea Manco. Nice hustle by Tillett in her first start as a freshman. Ella's been playing really well as of late as they get it into Beery, over to Manco. Manco gonna get it up top to Miglich, top of the circle. She's gonna put it on the floor. Over to Berry. Berry gonna drive, kicks it off, almost, and was tapped away off the hands of Baker, and the Leopards lose the ball. Here come Fitch. 3-2 here, first quarter, 3:56. Here comes Spalding. She'll bring it up, get it across the timeline, gives it off to Harris. Harris dribbles, gonna drive, gets it taken away by Baker, up the floor to Miglich. Miglich taking it to the hoop, and she's fouled, and Karis Miglich will go to the free throw line, leading 3-2.
Harris, that's her first, team second. Karis Miglich to the line, shooting 2.
Shot is up, shot is good. It's gonna make it 4-2. Louisville, second shot, rims off, can't get it to fall, rebounded Fitch. So it's gonna stay 4-2 as Severn brings it across the timeline, gives it off to Harris. Harris looking, kicks it off to Severn. Severn pulls back for three. It's gonna be off the rim, bounces around, rebounded by Barwick. Gives it off to Baker. Here come the Leopards. Leopards off to Barwick. Drives down the lane. Takes it strong. Has it tapped away. And nice to see Mabel Kiko checking into the ball game. Looks like they had to do a little bit of wrap tap on that ankle, but nice to see her on the floor. So here comes Severn, swinging it over the left side to Harris. Harris to Severn, cross court. They're gonna get it back up to Harris. She's gonna drive, pulls it back out. Severn looking, dribbles left, kicks it into the corner. That's Farmer. Still working. Dumps it down into Spalding, drives, nothing doing. Here come the Leopards. 2:44 first quarter. Barwick across center stripe. She kicks it over to Baker. Baker is going to be called for traveling. So Fitch coming the other way. 2:33 first quarter. Good hustle. Here comes Severn. Dumps it to Spalding. Back to Severn. Severn's going to pull for three. Front of the rim. Rebounded by Kiko. Kiko gets it out to Barwick. I'll tell you what. Mabel Kiko definitely hobbling pretty good, but she's a gamer. She's on the floor giving it a go. Gives it to Baker for three. Can't get it to fall. Tell you what. That's shots the other night. We're going to have a jump ball. Nice hustle by Reagan Berry. And possession arrow favors the Falcons. So checking back into the ball game is Tillett. Berry will sit down. Here comes Severn. Brings it across midcourt. She'll be picked up by Manco. To Farmer. Farmer swings it up top to Harris. She's going to dribble, drives, tries to split the defenders. Scoop shot, nothing doing. Spalding takes it strong, can't get it to fall. Here come the Leopards. They're going to push the action. Coming across the center court. Into the corner to Baker. Baker swings it inside to Kiko. Out to Barwick, pulls for three. Bang! Just like that. 7-2 Leopards. 1:26 left here in the first. Tell you what, the score may be 7-2, but it's been a lot closer than that. As both teams playing pretty solid D. Spalding swinging it around, going to get a lane. Dumps it off out to Harris. Harris going to dribble, drives, takes it to the hoop, strong. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Tillett. Tillett going to get it up the floor to Barwick. Barwick into the corner to Manco. Manco going to drive. Nothing there. Out to Barwick. She's going to take strong to the hoop. Layup. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Farmer. Here comes Bauer. Bauer pushing up to Severn. In the corner to Spalding. And we're going to get a foul against Louisville. That is against Azella Manco. And checking in for the Falcons will be Kiera Stanley. She's a junior, number 3. And Stanley will inbound. 48.2 seconds left, first quarter. Ball taken away by Tillett. She's going to push up the floor over to Manco. Manco back out there. Kiko to Barwick. Going to slow it up. Wait for her teammates. Good decision. 37 seconds left. Leopards working the clock. Manco turns, dribbles, gives it off to Barwick. Barwick going to bring it back out. Slowing it up out to Baker. Baker turns, gives it to Manco, left side. Manco puts it on the floor. Has it tapped away, gets it back. Off to Kiko. Cross court to Baker. Baker up to Manco. Manco inside to Kiko, tapped away. Here comes Spalding. Spalding coming the other way, taking it strong to the hoop. Nothing doing. Severn's with the follow. Bucket's good. 7-4. Leopards pushing up the floor to Baker as the time expires. Nothing doing. And that's how we're going to end the first quarter as the Lady Leopards lead 7-4 over the Lady Falcons. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. This is YSN Live. And welcome back to Austintown Fitch as the Lady Leopards and the Falcons. It's 7-4 here as the Leopards lead the Falcons. Leopards will get the ball to start the second quarter. And here comes Barwick. She'll give it off to Baker. Baker swings to Miglich. Miglich guarded by Harris. Gets it off to Baker, who's guarded by Severn. Severn. They get it over to Barwick. Dumps it inside to Miglich. Has it tapped away. Bouncing around on the floor. Spalding comes away with it. Gets it up the floor to Bauer. Bauer going to travel. And she knew it too. So Leopards inbound here. Bring it up the backcourt. 7:31, second quarter. Miglich, left wing, gonna dribble, picks up her dribble, looking for some help off the Baker. Baker, over to Berry. Berry dumps it inside to Barwick, turns strong, kicks it out to Baker, pulls for three, bang! Nice shot by Maggie Baker. It's gonna make it 10-4 Louisville. Severn driven, top of the circle. She's looking for an opening here. Nothing doing. Gives it off to Farmer. Farmer has it tapped away. Gives it off to Bauer. Bauer off to Spalding. She'll bring it back up top, reset the offense. Spalding off to Severn. Severn gonna look, dumps it inside to Harris. Nice shot. Blocked by Tillett. Tillett blocked again. Kicks it outside, shot for three, bang! And that's a three ball for Austintown Fitch. That was Spalding. Rachel Spalding, leading scorer for the Falcons. As Barwick will bring it up the backcourt, give it off to Tillett. Tillett looking for an opening. Ella Tillett playing well here, getting the start this afternoon. And we've got an offensive foul. It's against Courtney Barwick. They're going to call offensive foul. So here comes Harris. She'll get it into Severn. She'll bring it across the timeline. 5:58, second quarter. Harris to Farmer. Back to Harris. She's going to dribble left, turns. Comes back the other way, drives down the lane, and we're going to get a call on the floor. That's going to be against Karis Miglich. That's her first of the ball game. So Harris will inbound on the baseline. She's looking, throws it up top to Spalding. Spalding going to turn, drives, gives it off to Severn. Severn out to Spalding for three. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Reagan Berry. Here comes Courtney Barwick. She's coming up the backcourt across midcourt. Gives it off to Miglich. Miglich looking. Going to put it on the floor. Tapped away and out of bounds. Last touched by the Falcons. As Kiko and Manko will check in. Berry and Miglich will sit down. So Manko will inbound on the side. Get it into Barwick. Barwick turns, fakes, comes back around the front, dumps it off to Tillett. Tillett over to Manko. Manko off to Kiko. Kiko gonna turn, gives it off to Baker, and we're gonna get a carry. So ball's going the other way. 5:12, second quarter. Still 10-7 Louisville. Here comes Harris. Louisville playing some tough basketball, even though they've lost the last few, as Severn shot no good. Here comes Barwick. They just haven't been able to put it all together at the same time. Manko gonna put it on the floor, takes it strong to the hoop. Good take by Manko, just couldn't get it to fall. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Bauer. Here come the Falcons. Long pass up to Spalding, and she can't hang on to it. Out of bounds, and Louisville will take possession. 4:38, second quarter. Still 10-7 Louisville. Kiko will inbound to Barwick. They'll walk it up the backcourt. Manko to Kiko. Swings it up to Tillett. Off to Barwick in the left side. Up top to Baker. She thought about it. Puts it back on the floor. Swings it over to Manko. Manko dumps it inside. Tapped away. Somehow Tillett came back up with it to Baker for three. Rims out. Kiko gets it. Loses it. Somehow Baker came up with it. Gets it. Loses it. Severn going to take it strong to the hoop. Blocked by Tillett again. That's 3 blocks. Long pass by Kiko to Baker. Can't hang on to it. Ball's on the floor and jump ball. Possession arrow favors Fitch. And Beery coming in for Kiko. So Spalding walking it up the backcourt, 3:46. And we've got a timeout for Fitch. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live. And we're back here at Austintown Fitch as the Leopards leading the Lady Falcons currently 10-7. Falcons getting set to inbound. On their side of the midcourt, they put it in the backcourt, give it off to Harris. Harris will bring it across the center stripe, and they'll reset the offense. Spalding going to put it on the floor. She'll swing to the right side. Gets it to the corner. That's Severn. Severn going to put it on the floor, going to drive. Dumps it out to Harris. Harris cut off. Nice defense by the Leopards. Lady Leopards. Currently in a man-to-man defense. Skip pass to Spalding. Spalding coming to the right side. Severn's going to pull for 3. Rims out. Rebounded by Spalding and blocked. But they're going to call a foul on Courtney Barwick. That should be, I believe, her second. And that's the team's third foul. So Spalding will shoot 2. First one's up and good. That brings the Lady Falcons within 2. Second one up and can't get it to fall. Tillett with the rebound. Gets it off to Barwick. Barwick gonna bring it up and bring it across center court. Set to check in next break will be Karis Miglich. Manko to Berry. Berry looking. Gonna put it on the floor. Gives it off to Barwick. Barwick out to Baker. Baker backs out, gives it off to Barwick. Barwick guarded tightly by Spalding, puts it on the floor, double teamed, kicks it off to Baker, and Lady Leopards reset. Over to Manko. Manko puts it on the floor, out to Tillett. Tillett to Berry. Berry to Baker. Baker in the left corner, guarded by Severns. Gonna put it on the floor, drives baseline, can't get the layup to fall. Here, oh, good takeaway by Barwick. Barwick to Baker. She's going to pull for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded, tapped around. Farmer comes away with it. And here comes Bauer up to Severn. Severn thought about it, gave it off to Bauer. And we're going to get a foul on Maggie Baker. So in for Baker is Miglich.
That's her first.
And that was the first foul on Maggie Baker.
Falcons ball.
So Harris will inbound on the baseline. She gets it to Severn. Severn to Spalding. Spalding puts it on the floor, drives down the lane, can't get it to fall. And the bucket's no good, but Spalding, Rachel Spalding, will go to the free throw line. Into the ball game for the Falcons is Annabella Bumgart. She's just a freshman. First shot is up. Shot is good. We got a 1-point ball game. 10-9. Second one is up. Second one no good. Tapped around, and that's going to be white ball.
Falcons ball.
So Fitch gets the ball. Harris gets it in. Gets it to Severn to Spalding. Spalding sets the offense. Gets a pick, drives. And Fitch throws it away out of bounds. So Louisville coming the other way. 1:45 left in the second. Beery looking for some help. Gets it to Manko. Back to Beery. Barry will put it on the floor. She'll bring it up, gives it off to Barwick. Barwick waves everybody off, pushes it up the floor, gets double teamed into the corner to Miglich. Miglich back to Barry. Barwick taking it, loses it. Here comes Bauer. Bauer pushing, coming the other way. Gives it off to Harris. Harris over to Spalding. Spalding will bring it up, reset the offense. Gonna drive, gonna dump. That's Severn. And we're gonna get a foul. And Severns will shoot 2. They're going to call the foul on Ella Tillett. Tell you what, that's the first time today that Tillett has had a mistake, so to speak. She's played well in her first start for the dinged up Kiko. First shot is good. We're all tied up. 10 apiece. Second one is good as well, and the Falcons take their first lead of the ball game as the Leopards with 111. I'm sure you'll see. Here comes the double team, gets it up to Manco. Manco gonna put it on the floor, turns, dribbles, tapped away, and it's gonna be out of bounds. Manco into Miglich. Miglich gonna put it on the floor, backs it out, picks up her dribble. Gets it off to Manco. Manco gets it tapped away, gets it back. Gets it off to Barwick. 49 seconds left. Barwick gonna put it on the floor, gonna dribble, backs down, drives, loses it, gets it back. Up top to Miglich, gonna put it on the floor, in the corner to Manco for 3. Can't get it to fall. Here comes Fitch, and we're going to get a foul against Samantha Severn. So with 5.3 seconds left, Baker will check back in for Kiko. As they get it into Barwick in the backcourt. Barwick, 32 seconds left. Miglich. Back to Berry. Berry up top to Baker. She'll pull for 3. She's tries to get it in, and it's going to be tapped away by Barwick with 14.7 seconds left. So Falcons looking to stretch their lead. 11-10 left in this one in the first half. Harris looking for an opening, drives, shot, nothing doing. Can't get it to fall, ball's on the floor, shot is up, no good. Bounces around, and we're gonna get a foul. And they're gonna call Karis Miglich. So with 0.4 seconds left, Caitlin Bauer will shoot 2. Shot is up, and shot is good. 2-point ball game, Lady Falcons. Second one is up. Second one's no good, and that's how we're going to end the first half as the Lady Falcons lead here 12-10. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a little bit. This is YSN Live. And welcome back as we head to the third quarter here at Austintown Fitch. Tell you what, it's been quite a ball game, low-scoring defensive ball game, but a good ball game either way. Currently, the Lady Falcons lead 12-10. They took the lead in the final minute of the first half, and they are led by Rachel Spalding with 5 points. The Leopards are led by Karis Miglich with 4 points. Like I said, it's been a little bit of a struggle from the field, but it's not because of shooting. It's has a lot to do with the defense this afternoon. Both teams battling. They know both want the victory today, so we'll see how it rolls. But 12-10 here at Fitch. I'll tell you what, one player that's really stood out this afternoon is freshman Ella Tillett. In her first game as a starter here, the freshman has played well, getting multiple blocks down low. In fact, there was one series where she had, I think, 2 in a row. So looks like we had a technical foul at right before the half. So Fitch will shoot 2 here. The first one is no good. Not sure who the technical foul was on, but second one is up. Second one is good. So Fitch starts out the second half with a 3-point lead. Somebody must have said something, or you know how that goes. Got to be careful what you say to the guys in the stripes. As Harris is going to drive, takes a shot, can't get it to fall, gets her own rebound, kicks it back out to Spalding. She's going to drive, takes it strong to the hoop, blocked and tapped away, and they're going to call Tillett with a foul. Oh no, they're going to call it on Beery. Tillett was like, I got all ball. Great reaction by the freshman as Farmer will shoot the first one, can't get it to fall. 7:42, third quarter. Like I said, it's been a great battle. Second one up, second one short. Ball's on the floor, Spalding gets it out to Harris. Harris gonna swing it out to Severn for 3. Can't get it to fall. Severn with the rebound. Gonna turn, gonna spin, gets it out to Harris. Harris gonna swing it around top. Dumps it inside to Bauer. She's gonna take it strong, and I think Tillett blocked it. I'm not sure, but either way, it's gonna be Louisville ball. 7:24, third quarter. Leopards gonna inbound as Miglich gets it into Baker. Fitch comes out in a full court press, gets it up to Barwick. Barwick looking for some help. She's gonna turn, gonna dribble, gonna kick it out. That's Baker for 3. Front rim no good. Rebounded, and they're gonna get it up the floor to Severn. Severn gonna push, gonna lose it, gets it back out to Spalding. Spalding swings it up top. Over left side, Harris back up top of the circle. Harris gonna put it back on the floor. She'll give it off to Spalding. Spalding puts it on the floor, dribbles to Harris. Harris gonna drive the lane, tapped away, up top, swings it to Bauer for 3. Short, no good. Tapped up by Tillett and rebounded by Baker. Good play by Tillett. She knew she wasn't gonna quite get it, so she tapped it to her teammate. So Baker gonna put it on the floor, dribbles, kicks it into Tillett. Tillett, strong, can't get it. She couldn't quite control it, and it goes off of the Fitch Falcon player and out of bounds. And we've got a warning on the Fitch coach. Must have been in the out of the coach's box. So checking into the ball game is number 3, Kiera Stanley. 6:23, third quarter. Barwick into Beery. Beery has it deflected. She's going to put it on the floor, and she's going to be fouled. 6:17, third quarter. Leopard's going to toss it into the backcourt. Barwick. She'll bring it across the center stripe. She'll come to the right. Bauer into Tillett. Tillett going to put it up. Strong. No good. Rebounded Stanley. Here come the Falcons. Falcons going to push. Severn saw something. Wasn't there. Pulled it back out. Gets it to Spalding. Spalding swinging it around over to Stanley. Stanley looks. Nothing there. Dumps it inside. And there's Tillett again. And we're going to get a jump ball, and possession arrow favors the Leopards. There she is again, Ella Tillett, coming up big for the Leopards. So they get it into Miglich. Miglich gets it up the floor to Barwick. She's going to turn and run. She's going to drive, and she's going to be fouled as Bauer kind of riding her with two hands. So that's the first against Bauer. So they get it into Tillett, taken away by Bauer. Bauer coming the other way. She's going to push. She's going to drive. Cut off by Baker, and she's going to get called for the foul. So Bauer will shoot two.
Hey, Maggie. The foul's on Baker. That's her, Maggie Baker. That's her second team player. Katie Bauer to the line, shooting two.
Bauer shoots the first one. She gets it. Gives the Falcons a 4-point lead, 14-10, 5:34. That's 4 for Bauer. Second one is up. Second one is good. So 5-point lead for the Falcons. Barry will inbound. She'll get it to Baker. Baker throws it up the floor to Berry. Berry over to Miglich. Miglich gonna turn and run. Pulls it up, nothing there. Up to Baker. Baker puts it on the floor, nothing. Swings it around to Barwick. Barwick, she's gonna dribble, she's gonna drive. Scoop shot, layup's good. Nice take by Courtney Barwick. That makes it 15-12, 5:09, third quarter. Here comes Spalding. She's gonna set the offense, gives it off to Severn. Severn puts it on the floor, back to Spalding. Spalding looking for an opening here. Gets it over to Severn, right side. So they swing it over to Farmer. Farmer up top to Severn. Severn goes to the right side. Swings it off to Spalding. Spalding gonna dribble, gonna drive, takes the hoop, blocked by Tillett. And wow, they must have said she got her with the body because up top it was pretty clean. But so Spalding will shoot two. Set to check in is Azalea Manco. First shot is up, first shot is no good. Score stays 15-12, 4:26, third quarter.
On a miss. Single X on a make. I didn't hear you. What'd I say?
Second shot is good. It's going to make it back to a 4-point ball game. They're going to get it into Barwick. Barwick back to Berry. Berry up to Manco. Manco going to push. Dribbles. Tapped away off to Barwick. Barwick guarded by Bauer. Gets it off to Manco. Manco back to Barwick. Barwick strong to the hoop. Can't get it to fall. Here comes Severn. Severn's going to get it up to Spalding. She's going to drive. And foul on Reagan Berry. So Spalding will go to the free throw line. And that's their second on Berry.
Good hustle, Reagan. Try to set your feet. Stay on your feet there.
So Spalding will shoot the first one. It's going to be good. Takes it back to a 5-point ball game. That's 7 for Spalding. Second one is up. Second one, she drains it. So 6-point ball game. Manco gets it in. Back to Berry. Berry to Barwick, Baker. Over to Barwick. Barwick picked up by Baker. Or Bauer, Fake. Barwick's going to take it strong to the hoop. Layup's good. 14, 3:34, third quarter. Spalding off to Stanley. Stanley picked up by Manco. Off to Spalding. Over to Severn. Severn on the right wing. She's going to be picked up by Berry. She'll give it back off to Spalding. Coming to the left side, off to Stanley. Stanley dribbles back to Spalding. They get off to Severn. Working to Stanley. Stanley going to pull from deep three. Can't get it to fall. And out of bounds. Ball's going to go to the Leopards. 2:58. As Harris will check back in for Stanley. As they get it into Manco, back to Berry. Berry pushing up the floor, loses it. Off to Severn, up to Harris. Harris blocked by Barwick, blocked by Tillett. And we're going to get a jump ball. That's going to be Falcons ball, 18-14, 2:46. Harris will inbound on the baseline, toss it in, throws it away, and it's going to be Leopard ball. And that was right at you.
You're on the spot, Court. That was one of those you just raised for impact. You're at the elbow. You're my five.
So Barwick will inbound, gets it to Tillett. Tillett gets it up the floor to Barwick. Barwick pushing into the corner to Baker. Baker back to Barwick. Pulls for three. Short. No good, but Baker gets the rebound. Left-handed layup. Good. And it's going to make it 18-16. Timeout Louisville, so we're going to take a break. We'll be back. This is YSN Live. And we're back here at Austintown Fitch, home of the Falcons, as the Lady Leopards come within two of the Falcons, 18-16, in a low-scoring affair here in the third. 2:29 left here in the third as the Falcons will get the ball. Leopards come out in a full-court press as Harris gets it up the floor to Bauer as they get it across midcourt over to Spalding. She'll pull for three. Can't get it to fall, and Severn gets the easy layup. So Barwick will inbound. Tillett gets the ball. She's going to get it up to Barwick. Barwick going to push, going to take. Strong to the hoop. Layup's good. 2018, here come the Falcons in this back and forth battle. Harris swinging it off to Spalding. Spalding to Harris. Harris gonna dribble, drives, kicks it. Shot by Farmer, no good. Rebounded by Berry. Berry gonna give it off to Barwick. 1:34, third quarter. Here comes Courtney Barwick. She's gonna dribble, drives, gives it off to Baker. Baker gonna drive, back out to Barwick. Almost threw it out of bounds. Gonna drive, baseline, and no shot. Out of bounds. That foul, I believe, is going to be on Bauer.
That's her second. Team third. Leopards ball. Baseline.
Tell you what, strong first half by Ella Tillett as the miscommunication by the Leopards. As Baker threw it out of bounds. But tell you what, Ella Tillett really playing well her first game as a freshman here as a starter. She's played well as of late, but really today she has 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 2 steals. So on the defensive end, she's doing it. So 59.1 seconds left. Long pass taken away by Harris. Harris is going to push the other way. She's going to drive. Dumps it off to Severn, and Berry going to get it up to Baker. Baker going to push. Up to Manco. Tapped away by Bauer. Can't control it. Out of bounds. It's going to be Louisville ball. 48.6 seconds left. Shout out to Jared Heller. As both teams struggling from the line. Louisville shooting 50% from the free throw line. Falcons shooting 63%. Baker. Kicks it out to Berry. Berry back to Baker. Off to Manko. Manko going to drive. Dumps it to Tillett. Tillett over to Baker. Baker's going to pull for three. Bang! And the Leopards back in the lead. 21-20. 29 seconds left. Louisville back in a full court press. Severn. They break the press. Spalding loses it, gets it back, kicks it up top, gets it to Severn. Severn's going to drive, block shot. And we're going to get a jump ball. And possession arrow favors the Falcons. So 12 seconds left here in the third. Louisville leads 21-20 in a battle.
Bump cutters. No fouls. Bump cutters. Hey, somebody's got to get left side. Ball in.
Oh, good play by Berry. Almost takes it away. Out top to Severn. Swings it to Spalding. Spalding's going to drive. Dumps it inside. Almost, and we're going to have a jump ball again. Should be a possession arrow for the Leopards. 2.2 seconds left. I'm sure you're going to see some sort of Hail Mary here. Long pass up to Barwick. Half court. Going to shoot it. Shot for three. Bang! And the Leopards taking a 24-20 lead here into the fourth quarter. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a few. This is YSN Live. And we're back here at Austintown as Courtney Barwick with a big-time three at the buzzer to give the Leopards a 4-point lead going into the fourth. They lead 24-20 in a defensive battle here. As Spalding, good double team there. Severn's over to the right side, dumps it in. Good look to Bauer, and they're going to get a travel. So the ball's going to go over to Louisville. 7:43, fourth quarter. Here comes the press again by the Falcons. It's been a strong press, and they're going to back out, and Barwick will walk it up the backcourt. So Miglich going to fake, back out to Barwick, over to Baker. Baker going to fake, going to drive, gives it off to Berry, back to Baker. Baker turns off to Berry. Berry's going to put it on the floor, and she's going to be fouled by Harris. So that'll be the first team foul here in the fourth quarter. So Miglich gets it into Berry, puts it on the floor, hands it to Barwick. Barwick going to turn the corner. Baker fakes, and she's going to travel. Got to put that ball on the floor. Cross court up to Harris. Harris going to put it on the floor, almost loses it. Fakes to Farmer, back to Harris, back to Severn. Severn going to pull it back and reset. 7 minutes left here in the fourth. Spalding going to drive, pulls up for two, shot's good. Nice shot by Spalding. Makes it a 2-point ball game. So she gets it into Baker, back to Barwick. 24-22. Barwick bringing it across the center stripe. She'll be picked up by Bauer. Gets it off to Miglich. Miglich looks. Nothing there. Over to Berry to Tillett. Tillett gives it off to Barwick. Tapped away. Hustle for the ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Barwick. And checking into the ball game is Mabel Kiko. Mabel's first appearance here in the second half. She got warmed up in warm-ups. She rolled an ankle and just hasn't been the same, but she's trying to battle through it, and I give her credit. as she is one of their leading rebounders. But I'll tell you what, Tillett has really stepped up today as Severn shoots. Can't get it to fall. Beery throws it off of Fitch.
Officials timeout.
Harris, I need you guys on the lane lines. Maggie, Harris, lane lines. No, the other one. There you go. Lane line. There you go. Pinch it. Run your X game. Mix it up. Mix it up. Mix it up. Hey, Mabel.
So they get it into Baker. Back to Beery. Beery looking for some help. Gets it off to Miglich. Miglich double teamed, and she's going to be fouled. They're going to say out of bounds. So Miglich with the inbound gets it into Baker. Baker up to Miglich and off to Barwick. Barwick to Beery to Miglich for three. Short, rebounded by the Falcons. They get it up the floor to Spalding. Spalding can't control it. Ball's on the floor, still on the floor, and out of bounds. Last touched by the Leopards. 24-22, 5:40 left here in the fourth.
Bump cutters. Strong, Mabel. Bump cutters. Ball in. Set. Look out.
So they get it into Spalding. Spalding swings it over to Severn. Severn looks, cross court to Bauer. Bauer gonna give it back to Severn. She'll pull for three, short. Trying to get her own rebound, she does. Good hustle by Severn. Out to Spalding. Spalding putting it on the floor, driving, and they're gonna call it on Miglich. Nice take by Spalding.
That's her third.
I thought initially that she might get the charge because she kind of ran over Kiko, but Miglich got her from behind, so Spalding will shoot two. First one's up, first one's good. 24-23, Tillett checks back in for Mabel Kiko.
Down here we're going attack. Down here's attack.
Shot is up, rims out. Rebounded by Tillett. She gets it to Barwick. Leopards continue to keep a 1-point lead. Gets it off to Miglich. Miglich puts it on the floor, and she's going to be fouled by Spalding. That's the first on Spalding. Team's second. So Miglich will inbound, gets it into Baker. Baker looks back up to Miglich. Miglich going to drive down the lane, loses it. Taken away by Farmer. Here comes Harris. Harris up the floor to Bauer. Cross court to Severn. And timeout by the Falcons. So we're going to take a timeout as well. This is YSN Live. And we're back here at Austintown Fitch. Lady Leopards holding on to a 1-point lead, 24-23, here with 5:01 left here in the fourth. Falcons with the ball. Spalding coming around the right side. She's guarded by Barwick. Over to Severn. Severn's going to fake, going to shoot. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Bounced around and out of bounds. Last touch by the Leopards. 4:48 fourth quarter. Harris will inbound on the baseline. Looking for some help. Nothing there. Out in the left corner, Spalding. Spalding can't get it to fall. Tapped up to Severn. Severn gives it off to Harris. Harris will pull for three. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Bauer. Can't get it to fall. Bounces around. Louisville comes away with it. Up the floor to Barwick. Barwick slows it down. 4:27, fourth quarter. She gives it off to Tillett. Tillett looks, gives it over to Beery. Beery. And they tried to get it into Barwick, and she was fouled by by Kaylin Bauer.
Team's third.
So that's the third team foul on the Falcons. Third foul by
Deflection out of bounds.
Bauer. She's had a tough task, though. She's played very well against Courtney Barwick. Courtney only 9 points in this ball game. Shot by Baker, rims out. Good rebound by Follow. Tapped around, Barwick with the follow, and the follow is good. That's going to give the Leopards a 26-23 lead. Harris trying to push, tapped away. Tillett up the floor to Manko. Manko gonna take, strong to the hoop. Layup's good. 28-23, 3:52. Here comes Severn coming up the right side. She's double teamed, and we're gonna get a timeout by Fitch, and we're gonna take a timeout as well. This is YSN Live. And we're back here at Fitch, Austintown Fitch, home of the Falcons, as the Leopards leading the Lady Falcons currently 28-23, 3:47 left here in the ball game. Tell you what, it's been a back and forth battle. Just about time one team takes a run, here comes the other one. So here comes Spalding. It's been quite a defensive battle as Severns backs it back out, guarded by Berry. Shot is up, shot is no good, tapped around. Baker comes away with the rebound. Gonna give it off to Barwick, and the Leopards coming the other way. Here comes Barwick, comes to the right side. Gonna give it into the corner to Berry. Berry puts it on the floor, dribbles inside to Tillett. Tillett strong to the hoop, layup is good. 30-23 Louisville. Severns able to get it across center court, back to Severns. They're gonna push, almost tapped away. Spalding short, can't get it to fall. Shot is up, shot is no good, and we're gonna get a jump ball. Possession arrow, Leopards. 2:54 left in this one. Leopards with a 7-point lead. So here comes the Falcons back in their full court press. Barwick gonna look, gets it into Baker. Baker picked up by Severn, she'll put it on the floor. Has it taken away, gets it back, ball on the floor, picked up by Harris. Harris gonna dribble, drives, takes it, shot up, shot is good. 30-25, 5-point ball game. Still looking. And a timeout by Louisville. Smart timeout as they were about to get the 5-second call. So we'll stay here. 2:33 left in this one. And like I said, just about the time one team makes a run, here comes the other one, and Fitch starting on one of theirs. Shout out to Owen Heller, son of Jared Heller from Leopard Nation, as he loves to watch the streams here on YSN and catch all the Leopard action, but he's got to go catch his own game today, so hopefully Owen can get a victory of his own. So good luck to Owen Heller on his game day. So here we go. Lady Leopards coming back to the floor as they will inbound. They get it into Barwick, off the leg and out of bounds. So it's going to be Falcons ball, 30-25, as Farmer going to check back in for Stanley. So Harris will inbound on the baseline. Leopards lead by 5. Harris looks, gets it into Severn. Gets it over to Spalding. Spalding swings it over to the right side. Back up top. Swings it over to the left side. Here comes Harris. Harris dribbling. Gonna drive. Pulls up for 2. Shot Can't get it to fall, bounces around. And somehow Fitch comes away with it, blocked by Barry and out of bounds. It's gonna be Fitch ball, but nice play by Reagan Barry, who gets the block. 30-25, 2:08, Fitch. Spalding to Severn. She's gonna dribble, drives, looking for some help. She's in trouble, gets it out to Harris. Harris almost double dribbled. Spalding to Severn, out to Baker. Good defense by the Leopards. Severn gives it off to Harris. Harris off to Barwick, over to Beery. Farmer kicks it to the corner to Severn. She fakes, dribbles, loses it, gets it back. Somehow puts it on the floor, blocked and out of bounds. Nice play by Maggie Baker. Good defense, 134. Leopards trying to hold on to a 5-point lead here as Harris will inbound. Dumped inside, blocked by Tillett again. Up the floor to Baker, she's gonna take it to the hoop and she's gonna be fouled by Severns with 1:29 left in the ball game. Wow, what a block by Tillett.
Maggie Baker, 2 line, shooting 2.
Shot is up, can't get it to fall. 1:29 left here, 30-25. Second one up and good. Gives the Leopards a 6-point lead. Harris gonna get it across the timeline, splits the defenders, gonna dribble, drive, shot is up, shot is good. 31-27. Timeout Fitch with 1:18 left. So we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back after this. This is YS. So Louisville gonna have to go the full length of the floor here. Gets it in to Manko, back to Barwick. Barwick gets it across center court, and she's going to be fouled. So Courtney Barwick, I believe that should put the Leopards in the bonus.
Courtney Barwick, 2 line, shooting 2.
Shot is up, shot is good. Makes it 32-27. 1:15 left in this one. That's 12 points for Barwick. Second one rims out. And look who's there again. Tillett with the rebound, kicks it over to Manko. Inside to Barwick, and she's gonna be fouled again. And once again, Ella Tillett coming up big. Ella with 6 rebounds and 5 blocks this afternoon. Unofficially. So Barwick will shoot 2 again. Shot is up, shot is good. 33-27, Louisville. Second one is up, second one is good. 34-27, Louisville. Here comes the Falcons. Severns across midcourt. She's looking, gets an opening, drives, cut off by, and blocked again by Tillett. Up the floor to Barwick. Barwick taking it to the hoop, and she's fouled. And Courtney Barwick with 55.2 seconds left, gonna get to the free throw line. That's gonna be 6 blocks for Ella Tillett. Tell you what, talk about a debut, folks. Courtney Barwick getting the first one, dropping it down, 35-27. She has 15 points in this ball game. Second one, drains it, 36-27. 9-point ball game. Here comes Spalding across the center stripe. 51 seconds left. Spalding over to Farmer, swings it to Harris. Harris gonna drive, takes it, and she's gonna be fouled. And with only 3 fouls for the Leopards, they'll have to inbound on the baseline. So Harris looking for an opening, kicks it in to Bauer, out to Spalding for 3, bang! And that's going to make it a 6-point ball game with 39.5 seconds left. I'll tell you what, like I said, just about the time one team takes a big lead, here comes the other. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay here. But, wow. Wow. Tell you what, it's a lot of fun doing these tight games, but I definitely get my workout, that's for sure. Checking into the ball game for the Leopards will be Karis Miglic. I guarantee that's for ball handling situation, as it's going to be Beery, Barwick, Baker, Tillett, Miglic. For it's going to be Bumgart, Harris, Bauer, Severn, and Spalding as they get it into Barwick. Barwick gets it up the floor to Baker. Baker up the floor to Tillett, to Beery, layup. Can't get it to fall, bouncing around, and we've got a battle for it, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Fitch ball with 28 seconds left, and just like I thought, this is going to go down to the final buzzer here as Farmer checks in and Bumgart will sit down. So Severn get it into Harris. Harris across the midcourt. Harris going to drive. Kicks it back out to Severn. 19 seconds. Cross court to Bauer. Bauer dribbles, takes, strong to the hoop. Wow, that one fell. 36-32. They get into the Barwick, and Barwick's going to be fouled. 7.5 seconds left. Courtney Barwick will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. If she can nail these, that could ice the game here. Tell you what, regardless of the outcome, both of these teams need to keep their heads held high, because this was a hard-fought defensive game all game long. As Barwick makes the first one. Second one is up, second one is good, as Barwick makes both. 38-32, 7.5 seconds left. Severn up the floor to Bauer. She'll pull for 2. Shot is no good. Rebound is good by Farmer. 38-34, and that's going to be the ball game as the Leopards have defeated the Austintown Fitch Falcons 38-34. I'll tell you what a game today by the Leopards. Fitch played well as well. They both played strong defense all game long, and the Leopards able to pull out a 4-point victory here. And leading the scoring for the Leopards was Courtney Barwick with 18, Maggie Baker with 10. But I'll tell you what, our Louisville McDonald's player of the game today, even though she only had 2 points, Ella Tillett, the freshman in her first start, she had a strong rebounding game on the floor. At the end of the third, she had 5. I believe she ended up with 7 or 8 rebounds. She had 6 or 7 blocks unofficially. So, I mean, Ella Tillett played very, very strong. So, again, this is Rob Johnson with YSN Live. I want to thank everybody for coming on with us. We had a great game today, a lot of fun. And as the coaches, they're pretty excited about that one. He's pretty pumped up. But want to thank everybody for coming on with us. Thanks to Jared Heller for helping us out on the stats today. As when you're flying solo with everything, it gets a little bit tough. But again, Lady Leopards play at Glen Oak. I believe it's Tuesday or Wednesday. The boys play this evening down in Dayton. We'll try to keep you updated on that one. Against Kettering Alter. and then they'll be back at home this week. Don't forget, on Thursday, we'll be bringing you the special needs Royal Knights game on Thursday night. We'll have it for you here on YSN Live. And I'll tell you what, give those guys a support, because just like our Leopards, they need some huge support as well. So, again, I'm Rob Johnson from Austintown Fitch. The Leopards taking a 38-34 victory back to Louisville. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We'll see you in a gymnasium or stadium near you. Till next time, folks, have a great afternoon.